What's up guys, Danny here at Bubblegum TV. Over a year since its launch and finally the current gen version of Cyberpunk 2077 has hit the streets and offers some major boosts on the Xbox Series S, X and the PlayStation 5. Today we'll be looking at the PS5 version to scope out some of the improvements, the upgrades and the gameplay. The question on everybody's lips, is it worth picking up Cyberpunk 2077, wiping the dust off for the current gen consoles? The patch 1.5 has hit the streets in February 2022. Stick around till the end and you'll get my definitive answer.
Bubblegum TV.
Now, I platinumed the PS4 version of Cyberpunk playing on the PS5 when the game was reintroduced to the PlayStation Store back in June 2021. I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? How can a game be re-released on the PlayStation Store? What happened to it? So at launch, it was so buggy that they pulled it from the PlayStation Store just a week after it dropped. That is crazy. A brief history lesson on the game. So Cyberpunk 2077, developed and published by CD Projekt, first-person open-world action RPG video game that takes place in Night City. You play as a completely customizable mercenary named V. You upgrade your skill tree, computer hacking, weaponry, cybernetic implant upgrades and the like. Now, after years of anticipation, Cyberpunk 2077 released in December 2020 on PS4, PC and Xbox One. Fast forwarding to February 2022, we finally get the next gen or current gen PS5 and Xbox versions of the game. So back in 2020, although Cyberpunk received praise for its narrative, setting and graphics, some of its gameplay elements received mixed reviews. The main issue with Cyberpunk when it launched was the bugs, particularly on the console versions. The game was in such a bad way, Sony actually pulled the game from the PlayStation Store for 6 months. What the actual Sony reintroduced Cyberpunk to the PlayStation Store in June 2021 after an update patch 1.23. That's when I picked up the game and played it for about 146 hours to get the Platinum Trophy, 100% in the game. So today we'll be taking a look at the current gen updates and gameplay to see if in 2022, after already platinuming the PS4 version, is it worth bringing Cyberpunk 2077 back into rotation? So first off, let's have a look at the additional content. It looks like we've got V's new apartments, allowing you to purchase multiple apartments over Night City, which is pretty awesome. Let's read the blurbs. So, tired of living in a glorified walk-in closet, trudging up to your 100th floor walk-up, the cyber psycho next door keeping you up all night. Easy Estates is here to help. From a cozy little netrunner pad in Northside to a luxury designer suite in Corpo Plaza, whatever you're looking for, we've got it. No middlemen, no annoying paperwork or silly background checks, just a one-time payment and you're set for a whole year. And that's not all. We also offer custom apartment makeover packages, so you can be extra sure your pad is as fresh as your style. Chumbata! Easy Estates. It's not how you got your eddies, it's how you spend them. Alright, so let's take a look at changing V's appearance, the little blurb here. Style is changed, nothing lasts. Heraclitus Chum. Now you can try out the latest Night City looks and maybe start a fad of your own. Swap it, dye it, cut it, pierce it. The only rule is do what you want, be who you want, so long as you keep turning heads. So allowing you to switch up your look at the mirrors in V's apartments at safe houses. Awesome, awesome. Next on the additional content is the weapon scope. So if you want to be successful, you have to keep your eyes on the target. That's why we have prepared a range of weapon scopes to suit everyone's needs and budgets. If you're on the rise, you can afford the slick beauty and functionality of Arasaka, Tsunami or Kang 2 scopes. However, if you're against paying big money to even bigger corporations, get yourself a scope custom made by one of Night City's countless iron techies. So you can buy these at Wilson's Bang and Sale, or you can find them on the streets. So next up in additional content, we're looking at muzzle brakes. Some mercs say that in order to make it in this biz, you have to take off the muzzle and forget about the brakes. While that may be true in a metaphorical sense, actual muzzle brakes can save your life. These babies greatly reduce weapon recoil, which translates to better gun control and more precision. Next piece of additional content, we've got the Dara Polytechnic Umbra. Some people might claim that this Umbra is an unwieldy hunk of low-grade alloy that wouldn't last 5 minutes in a real firefight. Those people would be right. However, despite its drawbacks, the Umbra is growing in popularity. You can buy it minutes before a gig, get the job done and toss it in the sewer without a second thought. The Umbra is cheap enough for you to ruin somebody's life without ruining your budget. Next piece of hardware, we've got the Budget Arms Guillotine. Have your friends asked you out for a Friday night shootout but you're too broke to join them? Well, now you don't have to pass on the opportunity to enjoy their company. The Budget Arms Guillotine SMG has been created with moments like these in mind. It has a grip, a barrel, a magazine and a loose trigger for those unforgettable trigger-happy moments with your chooms. Next piece of additional content, we're looking at Johnny Silverhand photo mode. So when you're playing as Johnny, you can now open the photo mode, snap some shots. There's little Johnny Silverhand loves more than the spotlight. However, it's not easy to enjoy that if you're just a construct in someone's head. Time to unleash your inner rocker boy with Johnny's new poses. Show the unbelievers that the rumors of his death have been greatly exaggerated. Next up, we've got alternate appearances for Johnny Silverhand. Johnny Silverhand's rocking a new look. When you combine the chic of Jinguji, normally I'd re-record this, but Jinguji, with the rebellious streak of Deleuze, orphan guitars, glitch. These new jackets, I think they were introduced on the last update, and the Archer Quartz Bandit, which I do believe was introduced on the last update as well. One of the biggest technical updates is the introduction of ray tracing for the Xbox Series X and the PS5, allowing you to play 30 frames per second ray tracing mode or just sticking with performance mode like we're going to be running with for the majority of this video. The next improvement is the loading time, so they've drastically improved it about 5 times faster than before. But next we'll talk about the improved AI, which was knocked a fair bit during the initial launch phase of the game, so now the crowd reactions have been improved dramatically. They'll now react to your aggressive actions with NPCs fighting back, fighting each other or running away scared. The cars will also react to your gameplay, so you might see some drivers lose their and try to get away in a panic, adding to the existing chaos already surrounding Night City. Enemy encounters overall just feel way more enjoyable now, not to mention with the PS5 specific controller update around the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Yes, please. Well, with the little time we've been able to put into it over the last few days since the patch update 1.5 dropped, the question remains, is Cyberpunk 2077 worth playing on the current gen consoles in 2022? I say yes, hell yes. Yes it is. Night City feels more alive than ever. I personally cannot wait to start a brand new playthrough. Do me a solid, drop in the comments below what your favourite life path is. Are you a corpo favouring blades, a nomad with a taste for net running, or a street kid with a flair for blowing up? You can catch our live streams of Cyberpunk 2077 over on our Bubblegum Plays YouTube channel. Do us a favour, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we're dropping new content or going live. Catch all of our content over at our website, thebubblegumsquad.com. All links are below, down there. Stay safe, chooms. Peace.
Esto para mí, perra.